Minnesota comes away with a W. Pretty much led the entire way through. That was horrible. That was horrible.
And shout out to Carl Anthony Towns.
There's gonna be. Are there games that absolutely? And let's just go into the post-game show here, man. We'll go into the post-game show here, man. What do we got? We got 216 in here, man. We appreciate y'all for rocking with us, man. Like the video, subscribe to the page, man. We do talk Chicago sports weekly. Don't want you to miss a thing, so make sure that you hit the bell. I mean, listen, this is a team that absolutely, you could say the refs blew this. You could say the refs, I'm not putting that on them. Because I look at this game, and I saw defensive rotation after defensive rotation be missed. I saw Ricky Rubio be able to knock down 5 3-pointers. I saw an offense that was still stagnant at times. But, I mean, look, you got it going. You got it going in the second half. But you couldn't stop anything they were doing on the other end. And I saw a team that missed its free throws. Yeah. And continued to turn over the ball. These are things. Now, listen. This is a different team, and they're starting to gel together better. But let's not mistake what we saw tonight. The Bulls lost this game. The refs were bad, but the Bulls lost this game. Like, they did the same things we've been talking about since the beginning of the season tonight.
The Bulls had spurts, but they left.
Kid, I see you in there.
Yo, what up, P-Kid? They left no room for error. Like, left no room for error.
Yeah.
And the Bulls can't afford to do that. They just can't. They left no room for error. And the Timberwolves did what they were supposed to do.
Yeah.
Karl Anthony Towns hit. They were perfect from the free throw line, the Timberwolves as a team, as well as their leading scorer, he did what he was supposed to do. Honestly, ours did too. Zach dropped 30. That's fine.
Yeah.
However, it's some of the, as Pat mentioned, some of these mental defensive lapses, as well as,
and they're just happening too often.
Playing at the Bulls' pace.
They just happening
First two quarters we play at the Timberwolves' pace, and we have quick shots and things like that. And it's just certain players, like the quick shot is in our game. We got to set up the half court. If we're gonna get out on the block and run, that comes at it's very situational.
Yeah,
we're a very half court team.
Yeah,
run your offense. Run your offense.
And you have to be able to. I mean, honestly, you have to be able to consistently play at a certain level of D. Daniel Tice absolutely brings defense. Troy Brown Jr. absolutely brings defense. But when your team was on a run, you needed a defensive stop in one of the biggest moments of the game, and you guys forgot how to play it. Billy Donovan said it before the game.
Yeah.
When all else fails,
you
lean on your preparation. When all else fails, you lean on your preparation. I understand these guys are learning to play together. Heck, I understand more so with Troy Brown getting into the game, because with Troy Brown getting into the game, he's actually getting serious minutes. He's actually putting up serious buckets. Kind of let's get a look at the stats here real quick, just to see what what it was on both ends. I mean, look at this, y'all. Troy Brown Jr. 15, 7, and 2.
I like it.
He's giving us more production than some of our starters and most of our bench players. Vucevic, 18 and 5. Zach LaVine, 37 and 6. I need something. I need consistency. We're scoring. You can't tell me this team doesn't have enough offensive power to get the job done.
Yeah, we don't have an issue scoring. It's just shot selection is an issue. And as well, I don't want to say, I can't speak for all NBA teams.
Yeah.
But I will say for the Bulls, let's mail it in on trying to get certain calls, because the refereeing is so inconsistent that you cannot rely on getting normal call.
I don't think I've ever seen refereeing worse in the NBA than this season.
Yeah, you cannot rely on getting what a quote-unquote normal call that you would expect to get. I just take it out of the hands. Go hoop. You gotta hoop. Call your own fouls. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I mean,
you gotta ball. Just take it out of their hand. I'm not relying on them. Play your game. Play your half court game. Set it up.
I just think that to me, listen. I'm sorry. If you can put up 117 points in a game, you don't have an offensive problem.
Right.
You just don't. Like it may not look as pretty as other teams, but we put up 117 points. We put up 117 points. We shot 51% from the field. Free throws, you shot 62%. Now, granted, a large discrepancy.
Yes.
25-13. Yes. A large discrepancy. I don't doubt that. But let me tell you something. You missed. You went 8 for 13.
I would have won the game.
That wins you the game.
That wins you the game.
That wins you the game. You missed 8. You went 8 for 13. We're still having the same debates that we've been having at the beginning of the season. Bulls, look. As much as we want to talk about the turnovers, and they were timely turnovers that the Bulls absolutely had, and I think at the worst time, but they had 8 leaving the half.
Yeah.
They end up with 13. You have to fix these things. You have to fix these things that have been problems the entire season. And to me, I'm going to be real with you. Right now, these are things that Alonzo Ball coming in don't fix.
Yeah.
Maybe the turnovers, but 13 turnovers. The Timberwolves had 14. The points off for the turnovers, yeah, they had 20 points off the turnovers. Yeah, that's a big difference. They had 20 points off of the turnover. That's a big difference.
Yeah, that kept them in the lead. Definitely. How many challenges do we get? Does each coach get? 2?
I think you get 2 challenges if you win one.
2 challenges.
Yeah. I think you get 2 challenges if you win one.
One other point I had, it seems that one, we need to warm up, but 2, the league knows who we have. Yeah. They know who our starters are. They know who our superstar is. They are going to try to take one or both, if they can, out of the game. Now, we saw the first half, they really took the Bulls out of the in and out game. Getting the ball in the paint, kicking it out to the shooters. Took that out completely. Now the Bulls have to figure out or game plan around or make an offensive response to the defensive scheme that the Timberwolves had. Now, that is going to happen more. Prepare and know that it will happen and have a response ready for it. Whenever the Bulls mounted a comeback, Timberwolves responded immediately.
Yeah, they never let the Bulls get another lead.
Now
they never let the Bulls get another lead. Bulls led at 7-3. The Bulls never had a lead again.
Right. Where was that? And whose fault is it that response wasn't occurring?
I think to me, you're looking at your defensive issues. Okay. You allowed them to get up 11, you bring it back down to 2. You allow them to go back up 11, you bring it back down to 1. You allow them to go back up 11, you bring it back. You're spending the entire game trying to fight your way back into the game. You're exhausted. Now when you need it most, you don't have it. You're missing shots. You're falling away. And I think there were some calls down the stretch that absolutely were missed. But listen, there's things that we need to look at the players. There are players on this team that need to step up.
Yeah.
P. Will was taken 4th overall. P. Will, you need to step up. I don't want to call him out too early and all that. And I think he did a good job guarding Edwards. Edwards had 15 points, had a tough shooting night. But that's kind of the effect that he has on the floor. But P. Will had no points.
Yeah, he has demand.
P. Will played 26 minutes, had no points. Now, granted, the Bulls aren't using him at all. Billy Donovan is not using Patrick Williams in the slightest. Like, we're literally, every time he's out there, we have watched sequence after sequence where he does not touch the ball.
The effort that is being put into trying to get Kobe White started needs to be shifted to Patrick Williams. It needs to.
Yes. Yes,
Absolutely
because we've seen, and I think we see the difference. We've seen when they've said, P. Will, go get a bucket.
But Kobe he doesn't need, scoring is what he does. So he doesn't need to work on that aspect.
Yeah.
P. Will needs to be injected with that confidence to take the ball and go score.
Here's the thing. You have to get him involved in the offense. They're not involving him in the offense in the slightest.
That's what I'm saying.
They're not involved in the offense in the slightest. Like P. Will, we saw him touch the ball a couple of times, and he's in amazement that everybody's getting out of his way for him to go to the bucket.
Yeah, he'd be surprised.
He'd be surprised. He's like, and then I have to hold him accountable because 26 minutes, no points. That means you're doing nothing out there. Now I can't say that because on the defensive end, you're doing something. You're keeping Anthony Edwards from having one of these big games that he's been having. And let me tell you, Anthony Edwards is a problem.
Right.
And I'm saying Edwards. He's a problem. But you're keeping him from having one of these huge games that he's having. That we know he can have. You're keeping him from going off in these huge games. Right. That's a tough, but that's your guy. I said it at the beginning. I'm not giving you the same credit I give you versus LeBron because LeBron is going to wear on you the entire game. I'm not giving you the same credit I'm giving you versus Kawhi. Kawhi's going to wear on you the entire game. I'm on you. This is your guy. You were supposed to be able to go back and forth with him. I'm on Billy Donovan too for not using him.
Yeah, because I don't like them don't turn people into a defensive specialist. He can score.
He can.
Like, and he scores like really high percent. Like, he efficiently scores high percentage baskets.
Yeah.
The mid range is his. The elbow bucket is his. High low, pick and roll, pick and pop, whatever you do, run it with him. If it in the first quarter, they were clogging up the paint so much that dive by Vucevic was negated.
It was done.
Having P. Will come off a curl.
Yeah.
And hitting the bucket, he's wide open in that instance. So there was that adjustment was overlooked in order to try to get Vooch started, let Zach do what he does, and then get Kobe White started. That is our offense. Anything we get from anyone else is treated as
a blessing.
Extra great.
Yeah, it's a blessing.
No. Actively put that effort and attention into P. Will. The sleeper pick of this game is Trent Brown Jr. What we got from him is I keep calling him Trent.
Hey, well, look, I keep calling Anthony Edwards
Trouble
Anthony
T.
Bennett,
Roy.
so I think of the two, we're in trouble. I'm in the worst situation.
Trouble T. Roy. Troy Brown Jr. Sorry about that, brother. You're doing well. Happy to have you on your team. I see you on the YouTube, brother. You got your welcome to Chicago.
You know what I'm saying?
Hopefully people are directing you to the right restaurants and things. And welcome. Good weather coming, you know what I'm saying? You're giving us all these bonus points. 15 from you. I like to see that every night. Can we get that every night?
Here's a good question here. Jacob asks, I think we got more than 10 games left, though. With 10 games left, do you see the Bulls going over 500? Really? I don't see. I think we got more than 10 games left, dog. I'm pretty sure we got like 20 games.
What Twilight Zone I'm in?
You know what I'm saying? I think we got 20 games left. But let's change the number, but the question is still there. Do you see the Bulls making the playoffs? And remember now, the playoffs go all the way through 10 now. Technically, they're counting those as playoff spots for the play-in tournament. They're doing like the one game in kind of baseball thing. You know what I'm saying? It works in baseball. We'll see. I'm intrigued by it. Mm-hmm. Do you think the Bulls get in?
I don't think they wait. My fault. I don't know if they're going to be. The Bulls going to mess around and not be in the position they want to be in. They're going to be in the position that they
have to be in.
Right.
An 8th seed going up against Brooklyn, you saying?
Or just trying to, yes. Basically, they would have to win the play-in to get the 8th seed.
So it's 22-29 right now. The Bulls are 10th in the Eastern Conference still. So what is that? That's 51 games. and we're playing 72 this year. Do the math. Bang. There we go. All right. Listen, this is the thing. If the Bulls get into the play-in game, I said it, me and P. Kid said it. The Bulls are the best out of those four. The Bulls are the best out of those four.
Atlanta, the Hornets, and
no, it's Indiana, it's New York, it's
New York is in the play-in?
Yeah.
They stopped winning? Like they were streaking.
You ain't been paying no attention to the standings. Let me be
New
sure.
York was streaking.
Let me make sure. I got this right here. Yeah, so right now, Miami, New York, Indiana, and the Bulls.
That's crazy.
And Boston kind of got out of it. Boston, Miami, and Charlotte kind of keep falling back.
Ringo, where's Ringo at?
What's going on with your team? They selling.
Jimmy hurt?
Do you see out of those four teams?
Yeah, I'm worried about Miami.
I'm worried about Miami and I'm worried about New York, but I don't think Miami's going to end up being a player again.
They just hurt?
No, they're getting it together.
They're going to turn it on.
I think Miami's going to end up being now. I think we're looking at Charlotte or we're looking at and Bulls fans. Listen, we can't follow the peak. I mean, you're a fan, so I guess we can, but we don't want to follow the peaks and valleys here because right now it's Bulls, Pacers, Knicks, Heat. But I think Charlotte or Boston will end up being in that spot. I think Charlotte or Boston will end up being in that spot.
Hey, yo, shout out to my man Dominic from Croatia. What it do?
Oh, we got Croatia in the chat?
That's really good. Yeah, he said, if you highlight his comment right quick, brother. He said, well, could we consider trading Kobe and Lowry?
Listen, more than likely Lowry's gone. Kobe's going to be here. Everybody keeps saying trade Kobe. Kobe's going to be here. Kobe's 19. Kobe can't even drink it.
I think they do something funny with Kobe. Like
I think you find a point guard to make Kobe a 2.
Like no, I think when it's all said and done during like it's going to be AK will probably find some way to package him up and move up in the draft somehow. I really feel like that.
Possibly.
I think that would be the best way to
move with Kobe.
Value, maximize the value you get from him.
And look, Bulls fans, we're here. This is where we at. We're 3-2. We went on a 3-game winning streak. We're on a 2-game losing streak right now. But then look, that's what this team is trying to figure out what it's going to be. I still think the Bulls make the playoffs. I still think the Bulls are the best team out of. I'm not going to sit here and ride a roller coaster with y'all. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to watch these games and I'm going to say there's a lot of talent on this team that comes together.
We are built for playoff basketball.
And I think Billy's figuring out who is really going to be in his rotation moving forward.
Yes.
Because I think every game Troy Brown is getting a little bit, hey, man, have another minute.
Right.
Have another minute.
Give him a minute.
Have another minute.
And take a minute from Kobe.
We're seeing.
Take a minute from
you know
Kobe,
what I'm saying?
give it to
and we're seeing what he
Troy.
can do with those minutes. And so, to me, you got to keep that going. Listen, we knew what this was coming into this year. There are 19 games left. We knew what this was coming into this year. This is still a development year, and we're talking about making the playoffs. That's where you want to be. Now, I'd rather be at the top of the East. But let's take this year for what it is. It's a development year. We're talking about making the playoffs.
And we have an opportunity to be opportunistic.
Now I do like the question. Can the Bulls, let's kind of look ahead here. Can the Bulls go on a run here? I think we lost both of the games that I said the Bulls would probably lose. I kind of figured the Bulls would lose to the Hawks. I didn't expect Zach to go off for 50, but I kind of figured the Bulls would lose to the Hawks. Look, next game versus the Grizzlies.
Wow, this schedule's crazy.
Grizzlies are hurt.
So wait, we have the Grizzlies, Magic, Grizzlies, Cavs, Celtics, Cavs.
Yeah. Grizzlies are mad hurt. Magic, beatable, mad hurt. Grizzlies again, mad hurt. Cavaliers. Cavaliers a little trap game. That's a little bit of a trap game. Then you got the Celtics. Then you got the Cavaliers again. I think they probably split the Cavs. I think the Cavs pick up one. I think the Bulls can beat the Celtics.
Yeah.
I think the Bulls can beat the Celtics. The Celtics, to me, are just poorly coached.
Because they play the same pace we play.
Then you got back-to-back versus the Heat. That's a tough one. The back-to-back versus the Heat, that's a tough one. And then you got a lot of important games in a row. You got Heat, Knicks, Bucks. Hawks. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got a lot of Sixers. You got a lot of important games in a row. But, I mean, could I see the Bulls going on a win streak again? Yeah, I really could.
Who on this? Give me who is the weak link out of the rotation? Give me the weakest links. Who
the weakest links?
Yes, because I think the biggest question is who really wants to win. By some players and how they are playing, who really wants to win? So who's the weakest? Who are the weak links to you? As of this game, as of today, who are the weakest links?
The weakest links on this team to me: Denzel Valentine, Kobe White, Larry Markkinen.
Now,
because those are guys that get legit minutes and do not give me consistent production. I mean, we're literally think about this. As far as Lowry goes, we're literally to a point we don't even talk about him.
Oh yeah, no,
we haven't. I forgot he was in the game today. And Larry actually 15 point. Larry actually had a decent game. 15, 7, and 2.
Sneaky 15.
Whoa, oh wait, no, my bad. Wrong guy.
15 minutes.
18 minutes, 8 points.
8 points.
And that's who Troy Brown's taking the minutes from. Troy Brown 21 minutes, Larry Markkinen 18 minutes.
Oh yeah.
8 points, 2 boards.
Now I will say this.
On 3 or 4 shooting.
Valentine is giving you role player production. Is he not?
No.
He's not giving you role player.
12 minutes, 3 points on 1 of 5 shooting. How you find time to put up 5 shots in 12?
Hold on. Chat.
No.
Tell me Denzel Valentine isn't Eddie House.
You disrespectful.
He ain't. Tell me he's not Eddie House.
No. Eddie House was a consistent contributor on a championship team.
We get an occasional 3. Eddie House was left open. Why? Because you got Ray Allen. If we had better shooting,
but let me tell you something.
He would be Eddie House.
But let me tell you something.
Eddie House.
Denzel is left open because he's Denzel, and he still don't knock it down. The disrespect here. Eddie House. There's some disrespect here on Eddie House. YBS saying P. Will is a weak link too. But you know what? Listen, P. Will may not give us the offensive numbers that we want right now, but P. Will does produce defensively.
And it's taking
P. Will does produce defensively.
And it's defensively taking on the challenge of your best and second best player.
Yeah. On a rookie season. So I'm willing to give P. Will some leverage. But I mean, listen, guys who have legit names, your weakest links, Kobe White, Denzel Valentine.
My issue is usually,
and here's why.
When a player has some money on the line or their contracts is up, they're trying to try out to see what other potential team might pick them up in a restricted or unrestricted free agency.
Yeah.
Usually, their play is on the uptick. Kobe and Lowry are playing like they ain't going nowhere. That's my issue. They're playing like their slot is solidified. Nah, Joe, y'all could be on the $5 bus. What's the $5? The mega bus. Y'all could be on the first mega bus out of Chicago real quick. Who wants to win?
I'll say this, and y'all know how I feel about this person.
Who?
But I'll say this.
Who?
I would rather see Ryan Arcidiacono play.
Than whom?
Than Denzel Valentine or Kobe White. Because I know for a fact I'm going to get try hard.
You do.
I know for a fact I'm going to get try hard. I don't like him.
But you know
I don't like him.
You know who Archie is? Archie is Rudy. Archie is Rudy.
Archie is Rudy.
He's Rudy.
Archie is Rudy. I'm in there.
He's Rudy.
But I'm going to be real with you,
You get
dog.
$1 million worth of effort.
I'm going to be real.
But the athleticism.
It ain't there.
It's not
there. He don't got that kind of game. And listen, he going to get beat defensively.
So is.
He's not going to put up a ton of points.
So is.
But I know he wants to be out there.
He do.
I know he wants to be out there.
He got $1 million worth of try hard. That boy
I know for a fact when he's out on the floor, he's going to give his all to this team. That's what I need.
But he's a bucket. Or did I say that wrong? Liability. What's the opposite of a bucket? What's the opposite of a bucket? What's the opposite of a bucket?
A liability for sure.
A liability. Defensively. Because how tall is he? It don't matter.
Yeah, my height.
It don't.
he's literally me out there.
Matter. Shout out to Archie, boy.
But to me, like it's like you said, dog. Like, okay, all right, we got the Christians in the chat. Where did that come from? Good Lord. I mean, I agree. He is king, but we talking basketball.
Right? Said, whatever you're going through, he'll get you through it. He'll get you through it. Get you through it.
Won't he do it?
Won't he do it? Won't he win?
Won't he win?
Won't he win?
But no, I would 110%. He said Rudy plays better D than Kobe. I would 110% say Jeffrey said God is good.
All the time.
No, I would 110% rather see somebody that I know is gonna try to give me something. Kobe just, I mean, defensively, he's a liability. Kobe White can score. He absolutely can score. But you're asking him to do something that he just doesn't fit.
He's just the most confusing player to either predict or even, like, these are all assumptions.
Yeah.
Educated assumptions, but they're all assumptions based off the eye test. But what is he saying? What are the conversations like with Zach? What are his conversations like with Vooch? What are his conversations like with Mo Cheeks, with Billy Donovan that keep the effort that's being poured into him? What is he saying? Because I'm like,
I want to know,
how's he getting the time he's getting?
Yeah.
Other than his draft pick.
I don't even think it's his draft pick at this point because I mean the time is dwindling. I mean we're talking about Kobe like Kobe is playing.
Shout out to Baki.
What do you say? Eddie don't so Eddie. I was like that. I was a while ago. Yeah. No, I don't think that we're talking about Kobe like Kobe's playing 45 minutes a game. Kobe played 23. He put up 11
Even
points.
Though
he put up 11 points on 4 of 8 shooting. Here's my problem with Kobe. When you're out there, 3 turnovers, 4 personal fouls. And that's kind of consistent.
He can keep committing fouls. I don't like the turnovers, bro. You are a point guard.
But he's not. But he's not.
Let me take that back. You are a guard.
Yeah, but he's not. And
I don't need.
I think that
like that many turnovers coming from a guard.
Yeah,
shooting or point. Period.
I think the thing that this team needs to do moving forward is you have to just figure out who are your guys, and stick with that. Billy's playing with the lineups. Billy's trying to figure out what lineups, and I know a lot of people are saying, I hate Billy's lineups. Why is he putting this lineup out there? Why is he putting this lineup out there? Because when he tries to put guys out there consistently, they fall away.
Hey, Billy.
When Denzel was getting consistent minutes, Denzel was hooping in the beginning, right? Then all of a sudden he drops his album, and all of a sudden he can't play anymore. He can't give you that 12. He can't give you that 15. I got to a point I had to start giving him credit.
Billy, against Orlando, I want to see Dotson playing Kobe's minutes.
It's got to be something.
There's got to be something. I'd rather.
And we're not in practice. Like everybody always says, like, why ain't you putting them out there? Why ain't you putting them? There's something.
No.
If you're talented, you don't just not play. Even Tibbs played Jimmy Butler.
Ain't no way.
Out of nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just because he can play defense.
It's got to be matchup or the fact that Dotson is a smaller guard. That's the only reason I can see.
Yeah.
How does he light it up? Because shout out to Baki. He was sending those highlights from the G League.
Yeah.
So, how is he lighting it up in the G League? And him not get second unit minutes? Like, I need him to get a second unit minute.
Because
not garbage time minutes.
Billy's he ain't even getting those. Billy's going with where it hasn't been a lot of garbage time.
That's what I'm saying. He's not getting no time.
Billy's going for experience. I got to put you out there and you got to have a little bit of experience. As bad as Kobe is, he's played in the NBA. Dotson is not. Like, I'm not just going. If I'm thinking about it as a coach, even as bad as Kobe's played, I'm not just taking away all Kobe's minutes and giving those to Dotson.
I'm just saying if we playing with the lineup, if we playing with the bench.
I'll tell you what, I think he missed his opportunity to do that when Kobe was hurt. I think he missed his opportunity to do that when Kobe was hurt.
I'm just like, I know we play because I know they. Like I said, I think it's matchup. Because if Archie gonna get some time, like he'll get some time managing the second unit, and then we'll get Kobe in there. And some of these, like some of our bench, you can't have at the same time. Ain't no way you can have Archie and Kobe at the same time. Like your whole front court, your whole backcourt is messed up. But it's kind of like you got to pick your poison at that position. Yeah. I just over these next 3 games, especially when we're playing these mini series, slide Dotson in there just to switch up the look. Because like we're playing Memphis a game apart, between opponents twice within like a 3-game period. Then we're playing the Celtics in between there. Miami, you'll get a double dose of. Switch up the look a little bit.
Yeah.
Come on now. I want Dotson just slide Dotson in the bench a little bit.
Facts.
And give me second quarter, first quarter.
Probably. Probably a little something in the first. I don't know. Critical. I think that's a situation where we're not seeing something. Because clearly it's not a situation where Billy don't play rookies because Pat will start.
He probably not trying to hurt nobody's confidence.
I don't know.
And it's a size. I really think it's a matchup situation.
Could be.
That's 6'5".
I still think Dotson is a problem out there, absolutely. And I think he would be a problem on an NBA floor. If there's something we got to be seeing that, and it can't be. At first, I was like, maybe he's not trying on defense, and I'm like, well, it can't be defensive issues because I'm watching Kobe White night in and night out. You know what I'm saying?
He ain't been out there to play no defense.
What do you got? Bulls play the Grizzlies Monday. We won't be live for that one. What do you got in the next game? You got a dub?
Memphis
with a lot of injuries.
Should be good.
A lot.
Josh still playing though, right?
Injuries. Ja is still playing, but Memphis is missing Justice Winslow, DeAnthony Melton, Jonte Porter, and Jaren Jackson all out.
Oh, wow.
A lot of injuries there. Bulls
Jaren been kind of injury prone since he came in.
A little bit.
So, I mean, I got the Bulls. But again, something we should win.
Yeah, I got the Bulls winning that one. I think the Bulls just got enough talent.
They have
Memphis is still really good even without him because my boy Ja. It's a point guard. That's a point guard
for real.
But I think the Bulls can get a win in Memphis.
They gotta go win.
I'm gonna pick the Bulls to win in Memphis, and I'm gonna pick the Bulls to win in Memphis.
They cannot.
Solidly.
It takes full effort. If they do not get a full effort, all the way around, we need a balanced, full effort from everyone. Anything less, we taking an L.
Yeah.
There's no room for error.
Yeah.
Everybody got to be on that game. There's no we just finna, pimp on in here and Gucci hoodies and just do the thing. No.
Hey, it does piss me off every time the Bulls tweet them walking in fresh as heck. And I'm like, dog, you got to win for me to care about your fit.
Fresh as heck.
Next game we'll probably be live for is probably Orlando Wednesday, which, listen, I said that's a trap game. That's a tough one because Wendell Carter going to go off for 25 and 25. I'm telling y'all, do not slip. It's just one of those things where this is my old team that traded me and gave up on me. I'm at your head. And and Booch dropped 50 on them the last time they played too. And oh, you took my job? Nah, dog.
Facts.
So we'll probably be live for that one, man. We appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with us. As always, man. Y'all showing mad love.
Big love.
Mad love.
On a Sunday, right?
And we trying to make sure, I don't know what we get up to on that one. We trying to get up to 7K, man. We're trying to get up to 7K. So if y'all can share the channel up, let me see where we at. Where we at, subscribers wise. See how much we grew there. Oh, okay, we grew a little bit up to 967, 6967.
I know y'all like the live. Check out Pat doing big things on the YouTube. Check out the Winter City Breeze page. Check out P Kid.
Oh yeah,
on
kid
his page as
busting.
well.
Kid page
Check out
busting.
the YouTube page. We appreciate y'all fully, man.
Oh God,
coming to kick it with us on a Sunday evening. You know, you could have been anywhere in the world, but you're rocking with us. You know what I'm saying? So we appreciate y'all spending y'all Sunday dinner in front of the TV. You know, hungry man dinner. Hanging with us.
Man, we definitely finna get into these tenders. For Mr. 2 Letters, it is your boy, Pat the Designer, back at it again. To watch more Bulls content, click the links in the description below. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. All that good stuff. Y'all stay safe out there, Chicago. Hey, yo, YBS, cheer up, bro.
It'll be all right, brother.
It's okay. It's okay.
We just gotta make it to
He said, praise God and love yourself.
Yes.
Y'all stay safe out there, Chicago. Peace.